who is the best kind of buyer? Is it PE firms? Is it individuals? Is it competitors? Who is the best kind of buyer for a business?
So I like to answer questions pretty simple. Just an overarching answer is the one who buys your business. And I know that seems oversimplified, but it's absolutely the truth. The best buyer for your business is who ultimately can see your strategy, can see the value in your business, is engaged in your market, wants to be in your industry, and says, yes, I choose you, right? So how do we get there? How do we identify ultimately who that is? Who's saying those words? So it depends on what you want out of your business sale. So if you're looking to exit pretty rapidly, there are larger groups, PE firms, investment banking, even sole entrepreneurs that have deep pockets that can exit you tomorrow. Again, it's totally focused on what you're wanting to achieve from the exit. So different groups offer different things. So if you've got a mom and pop business, you're probably looking at another entrepreneur, someone that maybe has not gotten into business for themselves yet, a first-time business owner. That might be someone that would fit that your profile. If you've got a larger business, 5 million plus in revenue, you're kind of open the doors to anyone. That could be a PE firm, that could be a regional buyer, could be your competition, again, or could be just someone with a private family office. They have different, each group that buys a business has kind of different metrics on what they look at and how they see and value a business. So ultimately, you want to align yourself with someone that values your business the way that you value your business. So PE firms can ultimately be a great buyer for your business, but you have to know that they look at things a little bit differently. So they're not going to give you all the time the very top multiple in the market, but they're also able to close the deal. You don't have to worry about them having financing issues most of the time. Where if you get a super nice gentleman that's going to offer you full price, but he doesn't own a business and he's going to get an SBA loan, which is a great mechanism both for buyers and sellers. Don't get me wrong. Ultimately, they can have trouble getting financing, and then you're out. You've wasted time and energy, and you didn't get to close that deal with that potential buyer. So it's really contingent on what you want, the size of your business, and what you're looking to achieve. But all different types of buyers, between individuals, PE firms, regional competition, they're all good. It's just very contingent and each transaction looks different. Each business looks different. So part of our job is to help identify that, right? So
Right.
through our valuation, through connecting with every buyer you come in contact that through Robbins Pellegrino is going to be pre-qualified, right? We're not just letting some random person come and view your business or make an offer on your business. You know how many times I have to tell people, I'm really glad that you want that business. You can't have it, right?
Right.
You don't have the capacity or the capability to close that business, and therefore you can't waste my client's time. So part of identifying who your best buyer is part of what you get with Robbins Pellegrino. So it's important for you to kind of understand that as the client, but understand that that is the forefront of my thought when I list a business is who in the world am I going to send this to? From the very get-go, I'm thinking of that.
Yeah, and that is a huge selling point for our brokerage is that we've got this buyers network. We approach things in a way that a lot of other brokers don't. We're not just looking to close the deal as quickly as possible. Yes, we want to move quickly, but as we've said before, we only take listings that we feel we can ultimately move. And a lot of that starts with, hey, we've got a couple of guys in mind. We've got a couple of guys in our buyers network, whether that be individuals, PE firms, whatever it may be. We've got an idea of who might be the buyer for this. And that's where, in our process, during the valuations process, we're learning so much about you and what you're looking to accomplish. We know how quickly you're looking to get out. We know what you're willing to accept. We know, what you want your business to be passed on to. And so we are looking directly at that, right? We're looking at who can be a good match for that. Now, in many cases, yeah, we are going to go to the public market, right? Because at the end of the day, our job is to sell your business, and it may just be that no one in our buyers network necessarily fits the bill, but we know exactly what to be looking for on your behalf based on what you're looking for. And that's one of the things that really does make us different.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I think ultimately there are a number of different best, buyers for your business, but really a simple answer is a qualified buyer is a good buyer.
Sure.
So you're not going to waste your time talking to people that aren't qualified. Um, and that's what we do through through Robbins Pellegrino. But ultimately, it's connecting the best buyer with the best business and the right one. Right? There have been many times where I have nearly come to the closing table with both the buyer and seller, where I thought this could go through. It's going to get
Hmm.
someone paid. I'm going to be selling this business again in 6 months. Ultimately, I've done that a few times in my career. Doesn't always make me happy. When I'm the only one that makes money in a business, that is not a good thing. And I try to prevent that from happening, right? I want long-term success on both sides. I want an
Yeah.
exit where someone is excited about leaving, and I want someone who's getting a business to have it for the next 40 years. And some brokers are more transactional. I don't hold that against anybody, but I want long-term success for both parties. Always have, always will.
We want to be able to sleep at night is really
Yep.
what it comes
Yeah.
down to.
You said it.